From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded at the 20. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their second attempt here, the first drive, stalled and they punted.
Time to break some things out, I think, in the playbook. Now that they've gotten out there, getting settled a little bit, let's see if they open things up. Maybe try and get the ball in the hands of the guys and get the ball into the end zone. They're playmakers.
They would like that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And Pierce gets it again on second down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Got his man down, and he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Stroud completes this out wide. Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down. Here's Thompson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Thompson. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Now inside the 25. Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Underwood. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
From the gun, here's Swift. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. You talk about this Miami defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes, and those add up.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Stroud on third down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Texans first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Dolphins 14, Texans 7.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get it.
Pierce now up the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
Strategic football and situational football is not just playing on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. 3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He finds his man, complete. It's Underwood. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. On the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down, Thompson completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Dolphins now at 2 and 5 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Thompson to throw on 2nd down. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Thompson on 1st and 10. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Stroud now on 2nd down. That is caught by Dell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On the ball.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. Oh, nice move. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Thompson fakes a handoff. Now going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Achane. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Again, it's Achane. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Thompson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long, as one of them told us. If I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Back to the air on second down. Thompson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Thompson. Tyreek Hill. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Thompson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Second down throw for Thompson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Pollard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Second down throw now from Stroud. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Achane to start the drive. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Play action here. Thompson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. And now they'll shift things around.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Running left, Achane. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Thompson going play action here. Rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Thompson. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would. Pierce has it knocked loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right back to Achane on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off play action. Thompson. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, it's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Stroud. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Stroud on third down now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Let's go now. Like the 18.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he's going to get in for the score, and the lead now cut to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And they will take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. If you step back and look at this, CD, pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute.